Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are going to review transformations, all four of them. So let's do it with a graphic organizer. So the first one that we went over was translations. So I'll put that one up here. Translations. Now, what do we remember about translations? Well, remember it had a little picture of a slide? So let's write that down. Slide each point of the shape the same distance in the same direction. And do you remember the symbol for it? Yeah, it was just a big capital T. And it was a capital T. And then on the bottom, next to the capital T, it was like X plus something and Y plus something. And there was parentheses. So that was the symbol. I'm actually going to put a puffy cloud of happiness around my symbol because you're going to be seeing a lot of symbols and I don't want you to lose them. All right, so what do I know about the shapes? Well, what happened was the shapes are congruent. All right, so I'm going to write that in red because it's really important. Shapes are congruent. And remember the symbol for congruent was like the little symbol for similar, which was a tilde with an equal sign. So same shape, equal size. All right, and the rule was, find your good pen, Bono. X, Y goes to X plus whatever number. And then, oh, don't put a parenthesis there, Bono. That parenthesis doesn't go there. And now I can't find my whiteout because, of course, it's Monday morning. Come here, whiteout. Mommy loves you. Here we go. X plus A, comma, Y plus B. And it goes, in this case, it would go right and up. So it would go right A and then up. So let's say the original was here, and we'll make it a triangle, A, B, C. First, it would go A to the right, and then it would go B up, and I would have a new triangle over here, A prime, B prime, C prime. Ta-da! First transformation. Then, if memory serves correct, and not always, but let's hope for the best, we did reflections. Remember, and it flipped over a line or it flipped over a point. So let's write that down, reflection. Yeah, and what was the symbol for reflection? It was a little baby R. And then on the bottom, it would tell you what it was reflecting over. So, you know, the x-axis or, you know, the R, the origin or whatever, if it's flipping over a line or flipping over a point. So that's the symbol. We'll put a big flippity cloud around that one too. Just a little baby R, okay. And that is a flip over a line of reflection or a point. Now, the key thing here is each point is the same distance from the line of reflection. So we're going to flip over a line of reflection, ION bono, or a point, and each point is the same distance from the line. And the rule was, let's say it was R and x-axis. I didn't even write the x, sorry about that, guys, x-axis. And we could also do an R over the y-axis. And when we went over the x, change the sign of the y. The sing. See, I should never try to think on a Monday. Except today's Tuesday, Bono. Yeah, I know, shush. 3-day weekends messed me all up. Change the sign of y. So over x, change y. Over y, change the sign of x. And remember what we called this? Yeah. That was called, when you change the sign, negate. And remember, negate means change the sign, not make it negative. And the big thing here was orientation, which is direction, changes. So let's say I have a triangle here that's A, B, C, and it's going to reflect over the dashed line, and it's going to be C, B, A, but now it's going to be ABC goes to A prime, B prime, C prime. It's the same size triangle, but the orientation has changed. It's flipped over. Okay, let's take a look at rotations. That is spinning around a point. So rotation. And it turns a shape the same number of degrees around a fixed point. And remember, it's a big capital R for that. So symbol is a big R. So reflection is a little r, and rotation is a big R. And the shapes are congruent. And the rules, remember the rules? They were kind of crazy. So the rule, we're only going to do two of them. 90 degrees, so if you had x and y, it became negative y x. Remember, they reversed and the y became negative. And then reflection was rotation of 180 degrees. Your x and y become negative x and negative y. Not negative, negate the x and y. That means change the sign, don't just make them negative, change the signs, and, oh, why not? Rotate of 270, which is not on the test. Repeat, this is not on the test. Oh, and these are all for counterclockwise. So, 90 degrees, reverse them and make y negative. 180, negate them both. 270, reverse them and negate the x. All right, you can do this. These are not that bad. But the kind of key here is this counterclockwise thing. So, Counterclockwise means it's going in that direction. It's going to go around to the left. Counter a clock, opposite of a clock. All right, and the last one we talked about was my favorite by far, dilations. What did dilations do? It enlarges or reduces the size of an object. And when you do that, enlarge or reduce the size of the object, the symbol, I'll put that over here, was a big capital D, and then it had a scale factor that you enlarge or reduce it by. So you're going to multiply all of the numbers by the scale factor. And shapes are similar. Not the shapes, the shapes are similar. Come on, Bono, you're better than this. 4 mistakes in 15 minutes, that's not good. The shapes are similar. And if you remember, similar is same shape, sides are in proportion. Remember how we figured that out? It was the image size or image numbers over the pre-image. And that gave us what? The scale factor. This is equal to the scale factor. F is the scale factor. And remember, you multiply the scale factor times everything. So if you have x and y, and you're going to multiply the scale factor times x and the scale factor times y. So if the scale factor is greater than 1, the shape gets bigger. Less than 1, the shape gets smaller. Okay, that is a very brief review of what we did last week. So if you don't have any of the notes, or all of the notes, or any of it, now is a good time to write it all down. I will talk to you soon. Take care.